have you ever jumped off the porch too soon, so to speak? Um, Done something prior to being fully ready? Um, Started something without fully considering the cost? Um, Done something and thought you were ready and you were set, and then ran into some challenges and some changes that you were not ready to handle at all. Well, my name is Shantae Alfreda Seals, and I have done all those things with this business. So I am the owner and operator of Something Lost, Something Gained, and I still have the desire to help you get to a place of strength, of mental clarity, of peace, and get you in the best possible shape for your life, whatever that looks like. I want to help you make better choices so that you can live your best life. And so that is what I have been doing in my personal life for the last several months. So, in the span of, I'll say, 4 months, I have changed residences about 4 times, literally, all while waiting on the home that I am occupying with my significant other to be prepared and for us to move into. And it has been stressful. It has been a strain because, on top of running this business and also trying to work another business to fund the things that I think are necessary in this business, I ran into a health issue. So I was having some issues with my stomach, and I still have those issues, though they're straightening themselves out a little bit with some changes that I am trying to be more intentional about making. Um, but along with those issues with my belly, my weight was dropping kind of drastically, a little faster than I wanted them to. Now, for me, I am almost 5 feet 5 inches tall. But my goal weight for myself was to be 160 pounds, but I wanted to go down to 155 pounds just because I'm 46 years old. And so, with menopause and hormones and everything else that goes along with being this big age, um, I get bloating and I gain a few pounds every now and then, but I didn't want to go over that 160. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should try to go for 155. Well, we did that, you all that did the gut and butt challenge with me, got through that, and I was 144 pounds, and that it scared me. um, to look at a picture side by side of where I first started and looking at that picture, there's a stark difference, and it was scary. But even though the visual was scary, the visual said, okay, maybe we need to try something different to see if, you're not losing weight just because you're eating right and you're exercising. You could be losing weight because this cancer thing that we're watching out for could now have gone into an actual progression. So you need to scale back from all the things to see if you can actually gain some weight. And you know what? I did. I cut way, way back on the amount of exercise that I was doing. And honestly, I started eating, like people around me were eating. For me, I would call that kind of reckless eating. And I was indulging and overindulging in things that I don't, normally deal with outside of, moderation. And so here we are. It took a little minute, but I was able to put back on some weight. My stomach issues, they're straightening themselves out. They're managing. So I just have a health issue that is causing me some stomach issues, but I know the steps that I need to take now. And now I also know that it is okay for me to lose weight, and it is okay for me to be 145 pounds, and not be afraid that something sinister is going on with my health. So I'm going to show you a before and after picture. In that before picture, I was feeling great because I was loving life and I was happy and I was filled with joy. I just didn't like the body that I was in because I didn't like how it was making me feel. I didn't like feeling breathless. I didn't like not being able to run without feeling my rear end, with every stride. It's not something that I appreciated. And as the weight began to come off and I got down to that 145 pounds, I haven't felt that good in a long time. And so I'm on my way back there. And I want to invite you to go on that journey with me. So right now I am 165 pounds. And so I technically only have 10 pounds to go to get to my, the kind of goal range where I want it to be. But now my mindset has changed. And so I'm not worried about what other people may think when they see me. I'm not worried about people thinking that I have gotten myself involved with some crazy drugs or that I'm sick. And I'm not worried myself that I am sick. I just want to be in the best physical health, the best physical shape of my life. I'm not saying I want to look like I got a BBL or anything. I just want to feel good from the inside and let that radiate to the outside of me. And so with that being said, I am back at it. I'm back at it. And, in addition to that, who decided to get a mentor for the physical fitness business after starting that physical fitness business? It was me. It was me right here. And so because I have a mentor, I have learned some things. I have gotten some systems in place that will help me to better serve my clients, no matter what I run into personally along this physical health journey. And I've also learned some things about slowing down. And so about starting at a very low level and then working your way back up. So I am 165 pounds. I'm going to lose 10 pounds slowly or quickly. It just depends on what my 46-year-old body wants to do. I am not going to push myself because in addition to the issues that I have with my stomach, I have an issue with my heart. And so I've learned that in the celebration video, if you all saw that after the gut and butt challenge, that video made me think that I was literally about to die because my heart was flippity floppeting and everything. And so I've learned the importance of, I knew the importance already, but I've learned the importance of not pushing myself either, just as a trainer, in order to look healthy or to get a client to where they need to be. If I want to get a client or myself or anybody where they need to be, I need to be alive to do that, right? And so I'm going to do everything that I can in my power to make sure that I am here and that I am healthy, and that I am not overdoing it and that you don't overdo it either. It's so important for us to listen to our bodies and to pay attention and to seek medical advice for our physical body and like for your mental. Jesus, a therapist, medication, if it's needed. Ease back on the alcohol consumption a little bit and try to focus on that thing that you may be trying to numb yourself from and just really look at it. Just really sit with it for a little bit. Now, I have told people quite often, feel your feelings. Let yourself feel your feelings. And there was a certain area in my life where I had not done that. Right now, as of right now, today, it's September the 7th, I have done that. I have done that. And so I have had the ugly cry. I've had the talk to Jesus moments. I've had my medication. I've had chats with a therapist. I've had all of that. I've said in some stuff. I have looked realistically at my life, at where I am right now, and at myself, my choices, my decision making. And I can honestly say that I am in a good place. And that is a part of life. So going forward, I'm going to share my life with you. I'm going to share my struggles, my ups and downs, and I'm going to help you get there also. So I've been absent video and photo and social media, but I've still been working with people, working on myself, working on my business, but I just hadn't been working in my business. So now Shantae is working in her business, on her business, on herself, in her life, in her home, and I'm just so ready to work with you. So hit me up, shoot me a DM. You can call me on my personal cell, 912-996-0379, and join me on the journey. Podcast episodes are coming soon. So that's another thing that I'm working on, where I'm just sharing the joys and the struggles, the highs and the lows of life, and trying to be well holistically. All right. So I will see you soon. And this is me right now, today, in need of some attention. And I'm giving myself that attention.